So it finishes Forest 2, Blackpool 2. Welcome to the player ratings. If I hear one Jinxerine in the chat, me and you guys are having words. Hope you guys are well. And yeah, Forest 2, Blackpool 2. Let's be honest, right? The Forest team must have watched my Stoney. Don't. They must have watched my match preview. Where, and I'll quote myself, this isn't a case of who wins, it's by how much, right? And it should have been, I mean, why do they watch what I say? Who am I, some idiot on YouTube saying stuff? And they basically just turn up for the first half. And in 2 minutes, well, not in the first 2 minutes, but in the space of 2 minutes, 2 poor goals go in. You gotta say Montiel's header was poor on that one. Poor on that one. But look, the guys fought back. And as our official happy clapper, I have to say, well, we get to see Forest play an extra game. And that's really the best positive I can give you guys from this. And yeah, thank you to all of you who stuck with us with the shenanigans of OBS, which is now working absolutely fine. Shock horror. But yeah, get your player ratings in. As always, get those likes up if you haven't already, and make sure you subscribe to Forest Fan TV. So what we're going to do today, because I have to be as objective as possible, we're going to do a chat player rating. So the link is pinned in the chat, or you can do !rate and get your ratings in, and we'll see what you guys thought of it all. And that just looks weird, so let me just fix that up and get Blackademus in goal. Okay, let's kick it up. Emma, no. I am not at the level. It was nothing to do with the internet. The internet's absolutely fine. It was OBS. It was OBS. I agree with Ant. A replay helps us with FFP. And, you know, Nuno is just so smart. He knows that. He knows that. So anyway, and the better thing is that we get this mini break thing for 2 weeks. Doesn't matter anymore because we get to play the replay, and then we'll go and play in the next round, and then we'll win the FA Cup. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Anyway, yeah, I'm not doing an as excuse. It's true. So get those likes up and let's get into the player ratings. I know you guys are going to be harsh on Vlak, right? I know you are. I know you are. But like, what could he couldn't have saved either goal. And this is the thing with Vlak. How does it help us? I don't understand. Nikki, you got to put your business hat on for a minute, and you got to take your Forest hat off for a second, right? Because in the FA Cup, you share the revenue from the tickets. It's 50-50, right? So normally we would get more money for that game in the Premier League, but we get less from it because we have to give Blackpool some money, right? So now when we go to what's their stadium called? Bloomfield something or other, isn't it? Now, when we go to there, one, the players get to, you know, see the beautiful sights of Blackpool Beach. And then secondly, we get to nick half of their revenue from their gate receipts. That's what you guys are missing. Nuno is way ahead of the curve. Way ahead of the curve. That's what it is. So anyway. And on top of that, we're probably going to have to speak to Lee Charles again. Oh, God, he's not going to shut up, is he? He's not going to shut up. Anyway, for me, Vlak did nothing wrong, but he did nothing right. Okay, he couldn't have saved those goals. He didn't make any mistakes, but I don't know what you guys wanted from him. I don't know. I don't know. So let's see what you guys rated him. Get your ratings in. Let's have a look. You went for a 4 out of 10. I think that's a little harsh. I know he didn't move for either goal, Emma, but the goals were in the corner. It's like second goal was on him. I need to watch second goal back. The first one was not. Vlak never does anything wrong, but he never saves anything. How would you want him to do, man? He's not Superman. He's not. Look, I'm not saying he's good, right? I'm saying, guys, do you think we do need to get Jose Sarr in ASAP? Because we need a goalkeeper. Anyway, you guys have gone a 3.92 for Vlak. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue. Maybe he did something really bad while I was having to restart all my computer and stuff. I don't know, but you guys are harsh. Now, the real question is, what did you guys think about Montiel? Because he did good things and he did bad things, right? And I can't find the guy. There he is. He did good things and he did bad things. Now, he was at fault with that. That header was a poor one. You've got to say it was really poor. But his assist for Dominguez was really good. So it's like, I would expect you guys to give him like a 5. That's what I would give him. Let's say 4.62. My God, you lot are harsh. Let's see what collectively you did. You went 5.1. All right, I kind of can see that. Fair enough. Man, loads of 2s in there for him. Montiel, I rate him 1 out of 10, no joke. Nikki's not happy at all, man. Nikki is pissed. Phil's going 4.99. Well, collectively, you got a 5.1. So keep those votes coming in. It's a live count. They all count. Now, what I'm interested in is what you lot did with Worrall. Was that Worrall's last game in a Forest shirt? He, for me, was slowing the game down really badly. Like in the first half where Blackpool were just holding in their shape and he just kind of did nothing, sideways passes, etc. Was he at fault for any of the goals? Again, I need to see the second one back. He kind of pulled out of position, didn't he, to go wide right. And look at that, Simon the Legend upgrading to a gold membership. Thank you so much, bro. You're an absolute legend. Let's see what you guys rated Worrall. You went with a 4.4. DWT, thank you so much for subscribing. Please do subscribe if you are new here. We weren't embarrassed by a Div 1 team, man. Like, think of it like a friendly. Worrall a 2. We would have won by a lot if it wasn't for him. He slowed everything down, killed every chance of a break, sent him to Blackpool. Black and Worrall out. My God, you lot got agendas right now. Seriously, you got agendas. The annoying thing is, I'm probably going to have to watch that game back. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Anyway, you guys have got a 4.4 for Worrall. And then Murillo. Look, I thought Murillo was really good. Probably the standout performance for me on the pitch. But he was paired with Worrall. There's so many sideways balls going to him. It was ridiculous. I'd probably give him like a 6.5. I didn't think he was that bad. Maybe when I was having to reset my computer, he did something bad. But he's the only one who looked like he was even up for it. So I'd give him like a 6.5. Let's see what you guys did. Oh, no, he's not man of the match. You guys went 5.9. Murillo is not good in possession. Murillo should have refused to play alongside Worrall, says Crypto. Murillo and his bad passes are 5, says James. 6.5. He let Worrall drag him down. Murillo good, but not his best game. Do you guys think we are clearly missing Niakate now after watching that game? Would you say we're missing Niakate? Jim saying, bloody hell, let's just get rid of Wazza. Thanks for your service. Yeah, well, Nuno said he was going to give him a chance, didn't he? And that must have been his chance. But you guys are going to 5.9 for him. And then Tuffalo, I don't know what happened to Tuffalo being subbed off at halftime. You can only assume that was a knock. Did he do anything that I missed in the first half that made him like look really bad? I don't know. I didn't see anything too bad from him. You guys have gone a 4.8 for Tuffalo. Fine. I mean, he got subbed off at halftime. Not a lot to say. Let's talk about Ryan Yates. I don't think Ryan Yates was that good today. I kind of think that Nuno got this one a little wrong for 2 reasons. One, I thought that Yates should have been playing the deeper role like he did against Man U. But really, Danilo was doing it in the first half. And it wasn't really a physical fight in that midfield. It needed someone with some finesse to cut through their low block. So I would say Yates didn't have the greatest game for me. I'll probably give him like a 4.5 or a 5, something like that. But it wasn't his style of game. In the second half, it did look like Nuno switched it around so that Yates was playing the deeper role and trying to release Danilo, who wasn't that great, to be honest. Yates was good during the third. stream. Yates is a 5. Nacho giving him a 4. 4.5 from Phil. Yates, aka 50p head, should have scored 3. Yates 4, Tuffalo 2, says Pat. 5, he was okay, but can be better. I just don't think it was his style of game. Anyway, let's see what you guys gave him. You gave him a 5.4. Yeah, okay. I don't think he would have been the right one. Maybe for me, Mangala should have started there in hindsight, but it is what it is. I want some nachos, freezing cold. Now I'll take some food. I am starving, man. I am starving. All right, you guys gone 5.4 on Yates. Next up was, who was it? Danilo. I'm still not seeing the Danilo from the end of last season, if I'm being honest with you guys. I still don't like his passing. He looked better in the second half. Again, it looked like they did switch it around. From in between my computer resets, I would say I'd give him probably like a same 4.5, 5. But I do think Nuno got that switch the wrong way around. I think he should have been an 8 rather than the 6, which he did. But yeah, well, I don't know, like a 5, 5.5. I don't know, something like that. Let's see what you guys did. Oh, wrong screen. You went 5 on the nose. Fair enough. He played MGW into trouble loads, says Chapo. 4 from Emma, 5 from Simon. Nicky with a 7. Yeah, I am starving. How are we doing on the like count? We've got like 350 of you in here. Heather, thank you so much for subscribing. Make sure you subscribed if you need. 46 likes. Guys, after the afternoon I've had, and you guys are presenting me with 46 likes, have some shame. Sai's in the house. Crowd was quiet. So many new fans, says Sai. How he fets picked over Mangala is beyond me, says James. He's given him a 2. Never heard the city ground so quiet, says Crypto. People trying to sit down in the LB stand. Really? Oh, Simon's got an agenda. Simon's got an agenda against the fan base. Anyway, let's move forward. Callum Hudson-Odoi. I kind of like wanted him to run at their defense more. He eventually did that and we scored a goal from it. I mean, he took him on, pushed him back, and then created the assist for Morgan Gibbs-White. But it was, I still expect more out of him. He's like a 5.5 for me, 5 to a 5.5. Good assist. Maybe that would round him up to a 6. But it just didn't feel like anyone is just... No one really wanted to take the game by the scruff of the neck, man. So what you lot saying? Nikki's saying 7, 6 from Chris. Callum has played okay, but needs more impact, says Brett. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You guys collectively have got a 6.2 for him. Callum is getting fitter, but not there yet, says James. He needs to be more direct, and Pat's saying he's a luxury player. So you guys are going at a 6.2. Okay. So, Morgan Gibbs-White up next. Is that right? Yes, it is. Lovely finish. You got to say. Good finish. Probably the only one who looked like he cared and was trying. And that's pretty much becoming the norm for me. The thing with the finish is like most people would have finessed that one. He just kind of laced it and went top bins with it. I think Morgan did all right for me. I still wouldn't have played him. I would have saved him for Brentford, but fair enough. I'll give him like a 7 out of 10. I thought he was quite good. And it's good to see his shots and now finding the back of the net. This whole breathing thing seems to be working. So I'll give him like a 7 out of 10. You guys have gone 7.4 out of 10. Maybe an early candidate for man of the match from you guys. And then Dominguez. Dominguez was an interesting one, wasn't he? I mean, he had that little floppy header in the second half that I think he should have scored from. I thought he controlled the game quite well in that second half, where he almost played like as an inverted right-sided winger, semi in the 8, semi out wide. So his heat map will look interesting to say the least. He looks like he's settled in now. He looks like he's ready for a proper run in the first team. But he's still being played out of position for me. I would like to see him in the 8. I honestly would put him instead of Danilo in the 8. And then while Sangara's away, put Mangala. I think that Dominguez Mangala combo could probably work better. But we saw his versatility. Started out on the left in the first half, inverted in, then got moved onto the right-hand side, still inverted in, and was in the right places at the right time for me. I'll give him 7.5 for me. I thought he was really good today. You guys have gone 7 out of 10 for Dominguez. I probably agree with that. Maybe we're being harsh. All right, let's talk about the interesting one, which is going to be Chris Wood. He just wasn't like, he should be cleaning up. I think, was it Crypto who said it the other day? He should be cleaning up, man, against Blackpool. He had a really good chance in the first half. I don't know how he didn't dink it over the keeper. Like, literally, he just had to repeat the same finish he did against Newcastle. Didn't really anticipate that chance from Callum Hudson-Odoi in the second half, so wasn't able to kind of slide in and get an easy tap in. I just don't know. I don't know. As I said to you after the Newcastle game, is it a purple patch? I want to give him time. I don't want to say anything, but I think we may need a striker. Wood not there today, slow and inaccurate, says Phil. Sell Wood and Worrall to West Bridgford FC, says Crypto. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hello?
Premier League, you're having a laugh. Premier League, you're having a laugh. Why, Wolfie? Did you do your live stream?
Yeah, say hi to the chat, Lee.
Hello, everyone in the chat. Hope I'm live, am I?
Unfortunately, you are. Like in the Big Brother house, do not say.
Bring it on, Wolfie, bring it on. Got your Bluefield Road now, like your nemesis, Blackpool. And John Rose didn't score against you either. I told you to, too. Told you. I told you we'd get you to a replay.
Does this mean I have to talk to you again before the other match?
Of course you are. Of course you are. I want to coach now. We're heading back to Blackpool. We're all we should have won it. We should have won at the end.
You shouldn't have won. Well, you just played low block football.
It would have been on. It bloody scored against you there at the end. Bloody.
You got lucky. You got lucky. They're all telling you to take your lens and shove it up where the sun don't shine.
No, we were lucky. You had so many good chances. You can't. Honestly, whenever you play Blackpool, you can't hit a barn door with a banjo.
You are starting to annoy me. I'm not gonna lie. Not you, the team.
It's really weird how you just can't hit the target when you play us. God. Grimshaw pulled off a wonder save. I said to everybody around us on the video that we had to keep it to 2-0 to half time. You know what I mean? If we could have just hung on to 2-0, we had a chance. But I knew once you got that equaliser, I thought we'd lose, to be honest. And when you got the one goal.
I wanted to draw, mate. I never thought that we weren't going to draw. I predicted a draw because I just wanted an extra game for Nuno, to have a training session. So that's what, You need
to come over to Blackpool, Wolfie. Come on.
Oh, it's so far away, man.
You need to come up.
It's going to be cold. It's not even like it's the summer. All right, listen. Let me finish.
It's cold today. What I tell you, it's bloody freezing.
Yeah, you need it, bro. Anyway, I assume you're back on the bus.
We're back on the bus, yeah.
Bus wanker.
Yeah, we're going home on the Snarabang.
All right, have a safe trip back. Let me finish my stream, and no doubt you're going to be rubbing it in on Monday.
Hello, everyone, and we'll see you at Blackpool in a week or so.
Oh, he's getting cocky, chat. He's getting cocky. He really is. All right, mate. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
See you later.
See you later, mate. Bye. Honestly, he's acting like they've won the goddamn World Cup. That's annoyed me now, chat. That's annoyed me. Look at him. He's there thinking they've won the World Cup. They didn't even win. They drew. Anyway, Chris Wood. You guys went a 3.8 for Chris Wood. I don't know how you got it to 3.8. I really don't. Oh, God. Okay. Get those likes up if you haven't hit that like button. It's free to do it, and make sure you're subscribed. We drew with Blackpool, man. Look, the good news is for beat the drop, West Ham drew with Bristol City. Okay, so we're not in the mud on our own. Okay, let's move on into the substitutes. So the first one on was Nuno. Let's see what you guys did in Nuno. I thought Nuno was good attacking, but crap defending, which is what I've always said about him. I just don't know. Didn't Brentford draw too? Yeah, Brentford drew as well. But they drew with Wolves, man. They drew with Wolves. Let me just get... What is his name? Tavares, isn't it? Tavares. All right, you guys went with Tavares, a 5.86. That is too high. Lee's going to have a lot of fun in Hooters. Lee's a bus wanker right now. He's on his way back. Danilo not impressing lately, says Phil. Do you guys want another stream with Lee or not? What is it with people called Lee, man? They're all just annoying. They're just all annoying. And then the final substitution was Nico Williams. And you guys gave him a 5.1. Okay, so what are we thinking about Nuno? Yeah, man. In-betweeners style, Raphael. In-betweeners. What are we thinking about Nuno? I thought the team selection was all right, to be honest. I would have liked to have seen Omar Bamadeli, but we didn't. So it is what it is. I didn't think the subs were that effective, to be honest. They didn't really change the game. Lee Chappie's better. Well, stay tuned for Beat the Drop this Monday. There's a FA Cup special Beat the Drop coming. It's going to be loud and lively. I'll tell you guys that much. Let's see what you guys went with Nuno. You went at 6.3. Honestly, objectively, that's probably too high. He should not be drawing with Blackpool at all. He shouldn't be drawing with Blackpool. For me, take my Nuno goggles off. You got to give him like a 4. But I don't think it was him to sound like a Cooper cultist. I think the players weren't up for it. Peter saying, up the mighty pool. Got you back to Bloomfield Road. Yeah, but, you know, it's the hope that's going to kill you, mate. It's the hope that's going to kill you. Look, what we did learn is, as Chris is saying there, Worrall's probably had his last chance. He'll be on his way to Rangers, hopefully. McKenna's on his way, and probably we need a new goalkeeper. So let's get the man of the match done, right? So let's get the votes in for the man of the match. Picked a full strength team, can't criticize him. I wouldn't call Worrall part of a full strength team, but let's get the man of the match done. So let's go for Morgan Gibbs-White, Murillo. Who else do you want in there? After that, I'm struggling. Dominguez. And who should we have for the fourth one? Is there a fourth one to put in there? All right, let's put Tavares in. Tavares. I don't know why you guys think he had such a great game. But anyway, the poll's up. I'll put it with a Z like an idiot. It's an S. Typo error. Get your votes in. Did you lot seriously rate Tavares that high? You guys are just looking at the attacking side, not the defensive side. You guys are being too lopsided here. Too lopsided. At the moment, Morgan Gibbs-White is winning with 52% of the vote. What do I want here? I'll give you 30 more seconds to get your votes in. I don't think it matters. Morgan Gibbs-White will get it, says Nikki. He deserves it too. Get out of here. Tavares says wake up. Tavares is not staying, I can tell you that. We've now cup-tied him, which is very smart from Nuno. Thinking ahead. But Arsenal probably going to go out to Liverpool anyway. So, get your ratings in. Morgan Gibbs-White is in the lead with Dominguez in second and Murillo third. And 9% of you, I don't know what game you were watching. Seriously. But you're going with Tavares. 8% now. All right, 10 more seconds on your votes before we announce man of the match. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with 56% of the vote, back-to-back matches now, you guys have voted Morgan Gibbs-White as your man of the match. Crypto saying an 11 out of 10. He got booked for a silly challenge, man. Seriously. Anyway, I'm not saying he was bad. You got just overhyping him way too much. All right, we got through it, guys. We got through it. I'm going to go get some food and watch the Arsenal game. It'll be funny if they lose. But hope you enjoyed the stream. Forest 2, Blackpool 2, and Lee's WhatsApping me now. How long's the bus ride back from Nottingham to Thing, man? I'm going to have a fun evening. All right, we'll see you tomorrow on a transfer video, and Beat the Drop. And until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Come on, you